Hello, welcome to Popalong RC, the RC car channel dedicated to RC car racing, and today we are back at Millend. This is going to be the home for the Popalong RC Rally coming up very soon. Now, they have made a few modifications to the track, which we will have a look at in a minute, but let's take a quick look at some of the cars I've brought with me today. Okay, so here we have the all bling Lunchbox with sound system. I found my new favourite at the moment, so I have actually changed the sound on that. I'll show you that in a bit. But this is the car that I'm most looking forward to running today. This is the Egress that was loaned to us by Jimmy, and I'm taking it out for its first outing today, just trying to get it all set up, and hopefully I'll be able to race this properly at the Popalong Rally. Then, because Mark and I are going to be racing these, this is the car my son's going to be practicing with today. So we have got the RB10. And then I have bought a trio of short course trucks. So we have over this side the HBI. This is the Jump Shot two-wheel drive. We've got the SC10, which is the car I want to get ready for nationals if possible. And then we've got our loyal, faithful FTX Apache, which is absolutely solid for a first RC car. So I've just been chatting to Nathan about this car here. Now this is a DT03, I believe. It's not looking completely stock. So what upgrades have you done to this car?
Okay, yeah, so got the carbon shock towers, because especially the front was a real weak spot. It's breaking those all the time. Also got, I think it's a GPF, I think it's called. Servo, which is
Servo Saver?
That's the one. Yeah, Servo Saver. I've got racing dampers on the front and back.
Do you know what size they are? Are they 75s or?
I think these are 80s and these are 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I kept the original springs because the springs that come with the kit, even the soft ones are really quite hard. I put some weight on the front as well. Some, what do you call them? Like wheel weights, tyre weights, wheel weights. I've got a short course ESC combo, motor combo in it, which is too powerful for it, but it goes like stink, so I've had to turn the power down. So that is a hobby wing. I think it was a Max 10 with a G2 motor, I believe. Nice. Yeah, so it's a bit of a beast.
Awesome. So we are actually looking at these because we're thinking about getting a couple of either DT02, DT03 or the newer DT04. So keep an eye out on the channel. So AJ is here today with the RB10. He's got his normal radio, so he's running the Samurai radio. I've slowed the car down a little bit so that it can make its way around the track. Let's follow him for a lap, see how he's doing. This is actually his second lap, so it's going to take him a little while to warm up, I imagine. Nice little chicane through there, up to the end of the track. Another little chicane, out on the straight. Oh, that's a good lap, AJ. Once you've warmed up, I can turn the car up for you. So the reason I'm standing on the track is at the moment we've got the track to ourselves. AJ is warming up nicely now. Look at that paint job, liking it. So what car is this?
An ET410 Techno.
Let's have a look under there then. That looks very nice. What motor you got in there?
It's a Hobby Ring Z-Run motor and an XR10 Pro ESC.
Cool, so 6.5 turn. Awesome, this thing's been absolutely flying around. What tyres you running today?
Some Schumacher mini pins.
Cool, cool. Looking very good. Okay, so here it is going around the track, and this is actually me driving. So a massive thank you for letting me have a go with this car, and it was an absolute pleasure to drive. Definitely the best handling car I have put around this track. since this track opened. It had so much more grip than the short course trucks and the buggies that I've been running recently, and it was rapid. The 6.5 turn motor was absolutely flying round, really nice control. If it was mine and I was to run it regularly, I would probably dial out a little bit of the steering, because I did find it really turned in a lot, and I would probably like my cars to be a little less twitchy, but it's so planted and the grip was outstanding. It was like glued to the floor. Absolute pleasure to drive. As I say, I was putting this thing round. I was only supposed to go out for a few laps, but I got a little bit carried away, and I was putting in some, what I think my best laps of the day came from running this car. The car that I probably spent the most time on the track with was the team associated SC10 Pro 4. Now this is the short course truck that I talked about doing up and hopefully running it at a nationals. Now there were other short course trucks on the track today, so as you can see in front of me here, there is a Traxxas Slash, heavily modified, and there was also a Techno on the track as well. Both cars were faster and handled better than the Ready to Run. So there is definite work that needs to be done with this car, and Pitman Dave has offered to support me in getting this car up and running. So I'll need to change. Definitely first thing is the tyres. I think the tyres of choice at the moment with the spirals. However, Pitman Dave has made a suggestion for a couple of other tyres that I might want to try on the short course trucks. Anyway, before we move on to the next car, if you haven't done already, get yourself booked in for the Popalong Rally, which is coming up very soon. So this track now is going to be absolutely ideal for our rally event. So we are doing Popalong Rally, and we will be running 1/10 scale rally cars, including the Relalo rally car, and also vintage buggies. And I've actually got the Tamiya Egress, which I'm hoping to run at the Revival, but I will also be running at the Vintage Rally, and I'm going to take that out on the track very soon. But as I say, lots and lots of track time today. You can get yourself down to the Millend track and just practice. They do race meets. I think it's every 6 weeks, their race meets. It might be once a month, but otherwise the track is open for practice, and it's an ideal place for me to bring AJ just to build his confidence on the track. He was out mainly with the RB10, but he also went out with the FTX Apache, and he got plenty of time on track today. The weather was outstanding. We were so lucky with the weather. Anyway, I know most of you are waiting to see the Tamiya Egress, so let's just finish up here with the short course trucks and get over to the Egress. Okay, so here it is, the Egress. About to take it out for its first outing. Let's see how we go. Now this is what I was most excited about running when I left the house this morning, and it didn't disappoint. The car itself is running a 13.5 turn brushless system in it. And I think, looking at it go round, it could do with a little bit more speed. In terms of handling, again, as you come off of the throttle in the chicane at the end of the straight, the back end wanted to step out a little bit. But I kind of dialed down my end points, and I got the car behaving nice and consistently, running a straight line. So it's sort of set up for this track. But I do think I need to convert the 13.5 down to a 10.5 brushless system in it, which is pretty much what everyone's running. And I think this will be quite a competitive car. In terms of tyres, I was just running the ones it came with. Now, the big wheels. Gotta love the Lunchbox, and actually it was the Lunchbox with the UK Monster carbon fibre chassis and GT Power sound system that got the most attention today. Had a great laugh just sort of bouncing it around the track. I've come to terms with the fact that the Lunchbox, funnily enough, it is not a racing car. However, it is a very fun car, and with the sound system in it, going around the track, it brought a smile to many a man's face today, and I was one of the people that was having a cracking time just watching it bobble and bounce around the track. Anyway, there will be a Lunchbox race at the Popalong Vintage Rally. So as I say, link in the description down below. If you'd like to pop along to the rally, do come. And there's one other thing. The Chase Your Car rally track is a go. We are going to be having that track